Okay. So good morning, students. Good morning, everyone. I am Teacher Jaymar. So, let us do our prayer first. Okay, Mr. Kim, can you please lead the prayer? Okay, please sit down. Now, let's check our attendance. So, who's absent for today? Josiah? Very good. There is no absent. Let's clap our hands, students. Okay, students. So today, I will give you a bond papers. So what you're gonna do in the bond paper? You will draw your face. So here's. So are you done? Okay, very good. So let me collect your papers. Oh, very good, Mr. Josiah. Very good, Krisha. Okay, so you finished drawing your faces. So what do you think would be our topic for today? Oh, very good. Another one? How about you, Krisha? What do you think will be our topic for today? How about you, Kim? Oh, very good. Okay, so our topic for today is all about arts. Specifically, the principles of art. So, what do you think is principles of art? Or what are the principles of arts? How about you? Okay. So the principles of arts are the contrast, unity, balance, emphasis, variety, movement, and pattern. So we will be discussing that later on. We'll be discussing it specifically later on. Principles of art is effective when the elements of art is being applied. So our discussion yesterday is all about the elements of art. So can you repeat it for me, Kim? What? How about you? Oh, very good. Okay, so let us review or let us repeat what we have discussed yesterday. So, again, the elements of arts are space, value, forms or form, the texture, color. Of course, color is important in arts, lines, and space, of course. So these elements of art is or must be applied in art in order to achieve the principles of art. So what are the principles of art? So again, first, contrast is the difference between elements of art in a composition such that each element is made stronger in relation to the other. When placed next to each other, contrasting elements commands the viewer's attention. Areas of contrast are among the first places that viewer's eye is drawn. Contrast can be achieved by juxtaposition of any elements of art. Negative or positive space is an example of contrast. So, here in the example, as you can see, contrast is like a cactus and a sun. It is an example of contrast. A cactus here and a sun behind the cactus. Contrast can be also done by colors, like for this example, the red and the orange. So what do you think? Why does these colors are recognized as contrast? Okay, so red and green is contrast to each other because they are opposite in the color wheel. Contrast is also by an environment, like this example, land and sea. So it is an obvious contrast from a land to a sea. Next is unity. So what do you think is unity? About you? Okay. Unity. You want your painting to feel unified, such as all the elements fit together comfortably. Too much unity creates monotony. Too much variety creates chaos. You need both. Ideally, you want areas of interest in your composition as long with the places for your eye to rest. So unity, like this example, can be done by colors. As you can see, the colors has its own unity because they are grouped together. It can also be done by shapes. So as you can observe, these circles are in by group. So they are united. You are in unity. So shapes is also part of the elements of art. Unity can also be linking of all colors. For example, monochrome. So what is monochrome? Monochrome is a image with a black and white color. So it also can be called as unity because they are unified. And another example is aqua picture. So as you can see in this picture, there are different animals in this picture, united by the corals and the sea. So it can also be called as unity. Next is balance. So it's an obvious thing, balance. Balance refers to the visual weight of elements of the composition. It is a sense that paintings feels stable and feels right. Imbalance causes a feeling of discomfort in the viewer. So as you can see in the seesaw, it is balance, or this face of a man being side by side. As you can observe, left and right is balance. So that is balance. Now, let's move on into variety. Variety is a principle of art that adds interest to an art form. Variety works through juxtaposition, contrast. When an artist places different visual elements next to one another, he or she is using variety. So variety means differences. So, for example, different sizes. That is example of variety. You can observe in the picture, we have different sizes of star. And you can also have different sizes of humans. So as you can observe, the other one is short, the other one also is tall. So that is example of variety. You can also have different set of colors. That is an example also of variety. And colors, it is also an element of art. Another example, you can have different examples of patterns. That is also a variety. So, and the next principles of art is movement. Movement is a result of using the elements of art such as that they move the viewer's eye around and within the image. A sense of movement can be created by diagonal or curvy lines, either real or implied, by edges, by illustrations or space, by repetition, by energetic marking. So in the example, movement, as you can observe in the example, the picture is kind of moving, or the person is, as you can observe, is moving to a direction. You can also have literal movement for this example, like waves in the sea. So this picture shows that it is moving by emphasizing the waves of the sea. So it is moving to a certain direction. Suggested movement. Suggested movement is like this. Like this triangle is emphasizing moving to the left. It has a direction of movement. So that is also part of the principles of art, which is movement. Even if nothing is moving, like this picture, it is a landscape picture. There's a mountain and a river. So when we base it into reality, the river is always moving. So in the picture, as you can observe, it can be also called as moving. Next is pattern. So in the picture is, you can observe a set of leaves that can also be called as pattern, because pattern is something that is giving you sets of things that is uniform or having a repetition. Okay, so we are done discussing the principles of art. So I have here artwork of a picture. So what you can observe, so what are the, or can you point me what are the principles of art being applied in this pattern or in this artwork? So okay, can you give me a principle of art? How about you? Very good. Okay, so this picture shows the principles of art by contrast. So this is a contrast from dark to light. So it is applying the principles of art, which is contrast. And another one is movement. There is a movement in this picture. So as you can see, there is a balloon thing here that is moving. So that is already a movement. And there is also a, what do you call this? A street that is moving. So that is the principles of art. So can you find more? Here, this can be called as emphasis because it is emphasizing the moon. So emphasis. Another one is movement. You can see this. See this water is moving. That is movement. So this picture can also be called as unity because, for example, these trees are unified by its color green, and the leaves are color green also. That is unity. It can also be pattern. Can you see the blocks? It has pattern. Or the roof of the house. It also has a pattern. We have another example. This is a famous painting by Vincent van Gogh, the Starry Night. So, in this famous painting, what are the principles of art being applied? Okay, so we have the form of waves of the sky, which is movement. So that is called a movement. And we have also emphasis by the sun, which is color yellow or orange, and the sky, which is color blue. That is already an emphasis. Okay, that was the principles of art. So, again, what are the principles of art, Kim? Very good. Krisha, very good. So the principles of arts are the contrast, the variety, the unity, the balance, emphasis, movement, and of course, pattern. So that was the principles of art. So this time, you will do your own, or you will create your own artwork. And your artwork must apply the principles of art. The 7 principles of art. So I will be giving you 20 minutes to create your own artwork. Then you have to explain here in front what are the principles of art being applied in your artwork. Okay, very good. Thank you, students, for sharing your outputs or artwork here in front. So, again, what is art? So, art is something you can express. So that is why in doing your art, it is important because art is reflected to our culture or to our society. That is why you have to learn what are the elements of art, or the principles of art, which is the basics in art. You have to learn that in order to apply that in your outputs, because again, art is important because it serves as a model or as a representation of your local cultures inside or outside of your country. Okay, now please get a 1/2 sheet crosswise paper. Then let's have a short quiz. Test 1 lists down the elements of art. Then test 2 lists down also the different principles of art. Then submit it to me. For your assignment, please research in advance or read in advance what are the different types of art forms. Again, read in advance and please study also the different types and the different art forms. So that will be all for today. Goodbye class. Thank you. See you tomorrow.